Hi, I just wanted to do a quick and dirty video on a topic centered on an application called Lightbeam for Mozilla. I've been setting up some websites recently for myself, beginning an ad campaign for a small business and a friend of mine as well. Just the typical stuff. Some Facebook, some Twitter, some social media, as well as creation of basic web pages. Here, I'm actually doing some stuff for myself too, since it is vital that I actually push this a little bit. So nothing special, but in recent activities of my own, for instance, I have an interest in music, and when I'm looking up the lyrics for one of my favorite artists, I'll use this as an example. Down here in the bottom area, I started noticing, in the bottom left notification area of the browser, started noticing certain websites that were apparently causing a delay in the loading of a web page. And the name of one is S7 Add This. Some people call it malware, PIA-ware. But the fact of the matter is, we all know that there are websites reporting on our activities and tracking where we go, where we've come from, and where we're going to after we visit a certain site. Here, let me show you. I'll open this page on lyrics and watch in the bottom left. Watch down here. Now this is actually mentioning Facebook, and now s7.addthis.com, and you see the page is lagging. So I assume there's some sort of a check-in data delivery process going on here right now. Okay. Now the page loads, transferring data from Facebook.com. Interesting. So anyway, I began to do searches for this site, s7.addthis.com, and others related to it, and it does indeed have something to do with web marketing. Web analytics. So the question becomes, what sites are you visiting? What sites are monitoring you? What sites are tracking you? And how does it impact your browsing or browser behavior and health? So to begin the analysis process, you've got to use a tool. And there's a tool I downloaded called Lightbeam. Now, Lightbeam is a Mozilla add-on, technically a FireFox add-on, and it was a program that was created to visualize the relationships between sites you visit and third-party sites that are active on those pages, like this lyrics page reports to S7 Add This, or S7 Add This is monitoring it. Now the program is designed to visualize data, and it has three distinct graphic representations. One, which is this, it just lists the various sites, and a clock form. Here, I'll click on that. The whole idea is to visually represent the data and the web relationship in various graphical formats to help you understand the relationships. The default graph view provides real-time. This always hangs. I won't stop the script. I'll just ask it to continue. The default graph view that popped up the first time, it shows you real-time visualization. Every site you're visiting as you're working. While you're running this add-on, it's analyzing and storing the information so that you can look at these sites. Now the graph view is another one, and it provides adjustable filters that allow you to visualize more types of data at a glance. The clock view allows you to examine connections over a 24-hour period, as you see here, literally in a clock style of view. The list view provides more options for drilling down to individual sites by clicking on, the representational icons for the site. Site preferences in the list view enable you to block sites also from connecting to your FireFox browser. So you can use this to actually implement a sort of security here. This is, of course, as you realize, a privacy issue that we're talking about. So what Lightbeam does is it offers information on these sites that are monitoring you. Here, check the graph presentation out. It's three-dimensional, and it's very cool. Now, this is from my day today, and actually yesterday too. I've had this add-on running and monitoring since yesterday. So this is a quasi three-dimensional view of, if I double-click it, the information panel opens up on the right side telling me about the site. Shows me relationships. Like right here is Spokeo. It's a lookup site that I use. And Spokeo connected me with, well, here's information on Spokeo, right here on the right. Connected me to here.com, connected me to this thing, whatever that is. That's an abstract name, and newrelic.com. So anyway, it offers you an ability to analyze, to see in real time the connections you're making on the internet and information on these sites. Now, the origins of Lightbeam were actually pretty recent. In 2011, it was a personal project by one of Mozilla's software developers named Adol Varma. And he was actually inspired by a book he read called The Filter Bubble. And what he wanted to do was make an experimental add-on which began known as collusion. He wanted to make an add-on where you could just visualize data a little more intuitively, a little more naturally. Then in 2012, Gary Kovacs, the CEO, actually went public with it in an interview, and it became a hot topic regarding the exposure of online tracking and its violation of our privacy. So then in 2012, Mozilla officially tried to upgrade the look of this with the help of the Emily Carr University of Art and Design, actually. So art and design students had some input into the look of this. So anyway, this is a very neat little add-on. It is free to use, and it's a good real-time analytical tool. Give it a shot. You invoke it right here, down in the bottom right corner. You just click on it, and it opens up a tab in the browser, and you start monitoring your real-time web interaction.